And hello!
Hello.
Welcome to another reaction video. Today, we are going through music from one of the most popular video game series about killing vampires and monsters and shit.
Nice.
Castlevania.
Okay, yeah.
So we're going through probably the most popular, if not one of the most popular tracks in the entire series, which, funny enough, originates from one of the most critically bombed games from the series.
Okay.
For some reason, a lot of popular games from the NES era had a very strong first game, and then the sequel fucking
Blue.
just they tried changing it too much where it sucked. But then like the sequel that comes out after that on the SNES like goes back to like form and like really rocks it. Like the exact same thing happened to Zelda. So we are going.
So the game sucked, but the music was good.
So the Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest was not a good game. It was a poorly designed RPG with bad day cycle mechanics and weird cryptic like level design. And instead of making it a level by level slow thing, they made it into kind of almost like an open world type thing. But all side scrolling, but still as slowly, just as slow and clunky. Because like the original Castlevania is slow and clunky, but they built the game around that type of control to make it like have that clunkiness make sense.
Okay.
But the second game didn't factor in the controls, so they used the same kind of slow feeling, but the level design didn't complement it whatsoever. So the game just felt slow, sluggish, and it was dumb. That piece, if people haven't read the title of this video yet, Bloody Tears. Now,
All right.
plenty of people have talking about metal. Have made metal versions of the song,
Oh, okay.
which is awesome. We're not going through any covers. We're just going through two separate versions of this piece.
Okay.
The first version being from Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest, the game that is critically not great. Now you get some people who are like it was actually great and stuff like. You get some people who think it's a cult classic, but in general it's not a good Castlevania game.
Okay.
Anyway, Bloody Tears. You gotta remember, this is on the NES sound chip.
Right.
So.
I like it though.
Yeah? You vibing?
Yeah. I don't know what part it is exactly, but it's making me think of Pokemon.
Yeah?
Like, I don't know. Yeah. Like
maybe it just has... Because, like, what I was going to mention, well, once it was over, was that the song has a really strong, like, lead, you know? And, I mean, Pokemon, like, the Game Boy sound chip is very, very close to the NES sound chip. Like, when it comes to power, those consoles are kind of comparable. Mm-hmm. So, the type of sounds you get out of a Game Boy, would be kind of the same sound you would get out of an NES. So I could definitely see like the connection.
Right. Okay. Yeah, how fun.
Yeah. And then it just loops into itself.
Yeah. Oh, I liked that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You enjoyed it? Yeah, I don't know. It just has a very strong like melody.
Yeah.
Like very, very, very catchy, very strong, very forward melody, and like the coolness, like if you think of like piano, the going back and forth on the notes of the beginning, like the like usually like the left hand would be doing the one note and then the left hand would be doing the one note, and the right hand would be doing like the melodic notes.
Right.
Almost like you can kind of get a sense of like how like a lot of metalcore songs from the 2000s and 2010s kind of form their music, where like Unholy Confessions, Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah.
That's literally like, if you play on guitar, the first two notes is a muted 0/0 on the E string, so the lowest one.
Right.
And then when you go to the next string, it's literally 5/0 5/0 7/0 8/0 10/0 8/0 7/8 7. But so that the 0/5/0, like that same idea of like going back and forth on that note, like so like you can kind of think like, and this is probably why this is so good to make a metal version of, because it kind of has
already has that
like
flavor,
that kind of like that metalcore feeling.
Right. Okay.
And then the actual melody, it's just a strong melody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
So now we are going to be going through Castlevania Symphony of the Night's version of Bloody Tears. Symphony of the Night was a Castlevania game. The first game, it went back to the like RPG style of Simon's Quest, but actually did it good. And then Castlevania started turning into a RPG game with the same kind of mechanics as Metroid, where Metroid is like you can only go so far in certain sections, but then you get certain items and power-ups, and then you can go back and get further in certain sections. And it's, very, unlocking new paths through power-ups and shit. And that's why that like style of gameplay is now called Metroidvania. It all started, like, at first it was just like, it was Metroid, but then with Symphony of the Night, and then games that came on after that, Castlevania really borrowed from Metroid, but it still had its own like Castlevania twist on it. And then people were like, well, now this genre, we are dubbing it as Metroidvania. So, and this is where it all started. And this game was on the PS1.
That was going to be my next question, is what era is this?
This is a PS1, but it's still a side-scroller. But since it's on the PS1, it's actually like a side-scroller that is like looks really fucking good, because it's a 32-bit system still. Mm-hmm. And this guy, you could tell that this video is old, because you could tell that it's Windows Movie Maker. Classic.
Right. Hell yeah. That's so good.
Yeah. Yeah, making it into a metal version, it's so good. Now the notes are slightly different, but it's still the same feeling of bloody tears.
See, I was thinking about the percussion on that.
Yeah.
Like right before you started doing this, the rolls that were there. I was feeling that.
Yeah, you love your percussion.
Yeah.
Also, that piano, like, before the guitar hits, really gives me, for some reason, like a Trans-Siberian Orchestra vibe.
Yeah. Okay. I could feel that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just like what I thought of when I heard it. Oh, just so you could have a background of like what these images are. Symphony of the Night, the story of Symphony of the Night. Like, like Castlevania is all about like fighting Dracula and other vampire shit. But in Symphony of the Night, you are actually playing as Alucard, which is Dracula's son. If you know know Dracula lore, Alucard, which is just Dracula spelled backwards, by the way. And you're actually going through Dracula's castle, and that's where most of the game takes place, is Dracula's Castle, and that's why, and it's like very, very massive and very Metroid-like.
Okay. Yeah, that just...
Yeah.
Now we got some, like, Dream Theater feeling going on.
Yeah. It's your shit.
This is so good. Look at that guy.
Yeah, death and all that.
Right?
So a very clearly updated version.
Right.
Because not only does it take the original melody, but then it does add more to it. It adds like the bridge and the breakdown, and before it goes back to the melody again, which is just a nice way to update the piece.
Yeah.
But like what I was telling you, like that melody works so well transferring into a rock or metal version. It's just that's why there's so many creators like Family Jew's X7 and creators like that who've made metal versions of this, because it just works so well.
Right. And this version is 4 times as long as the original.
Yeah.
That's like when the beast turns back to human.
From Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
But you still got the rhythm guitar going back.
Yeah, like this bit is just like, that's Rush. To me, like Rush or Dream Theater, like...
Yeah, it's like very like YYZ.
Yeah.
I could definitely see that. It's just a fucking chaotic breakdown. Which, fun fact, Austin, you've met him a couple times.
Yeah.
We did have a band for a very, very short amount of time called Chaotic Breakdown.
Nice.
So I as the words left my mouth, I'm like...
You're like, oh, my band.
Yeah.
Cute. Yeah, I really like this.
Yeah. So good. And that's why it's been, even within the series itself, it's been remade over and over again. Like, because it's that good, that strong of a piece.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So yeah.
That was good.
Bloody Tears. Castlevania.
Feeling it.
Yeah. It's just funny, is that one of the most popular pieces of Castlevania music comes from one of the worst games in the franchise. I just think... Well,
you know.
I mean, but that also, that could be said for... it's crazy because like the type of people who work on music on games are the completely different people who actually like program the game and write the game.
Right.
Because like we just got done streaming, Sonic Generations, and we talked about Sonic 06 a lot through that. Sonic 06, even though it's very unpolished, buggy mess, that had great potential. The music in it is all great, and that's like people still cling on to the music. Like whenever you see a fan game of Sonic, like the menu music, almost like 90% of the time it's the instrumental version of His World.
Yeah.
Because it's that strong of a song. Like the song like superseded the game,
Right.
And I think Bloody Tears did that with like Simon's Quest. Like who gives a shit about Simon's Quest? But Bloody Tears is a fantastic piece of music.
Right. Okay.
That the series itself kept on using because it's just that strong and being able to work on it and stuff like that. So some pieces of music just are that strong. Like One Winged Angel. Like whenever you see Sephiroth, that's gonna come up. Like it's that strong. So yeah, Bloody Tears.
Yeah, that was awesome. I liked it.
Yeah, and this is probably your favorite version of the two.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna fucking ask that dumb question.
You know me. I love orchestra. Like whenever you add like a choir or more percussion, like that's the one I'm gonna pick.
Yeah. Well, it was a dumb question. The NES version is just the NES sound chip. It's whatever. Of course, this version's better.
Right.
And that was the reaction to Castlevania Bloody Tears. So I would like to thank everybody for watching. If you want to see more from us, subscribe. If you like what you see, give it a thumbs up. You can check the other links down below if you want to see more from me or from us through our gaming channel. And you could join the Potheads Discord as well. There is a Dreams of Absolution section in the Discord where you could give suggestions and stuff like that. You can also do it through the comments if you like. And until next time. Bye.